The festive spirit is getting soon into the air. Tell us, what is on your radar? How are you going to be celebrating? And any new additions that you are doing to your portfolios too for the festivities?
Yeah, so if I say that have less sweets, Chelser will say you recommend Bikaji and ask people not to have more sweets. But the festive season around the corner and sweets, namkeen, shopping, clothes, apparel, I think it's all in the air. So I think once the Shraddh season is over, I've already got requests from a lot of friends for Navratri as well. So
Yeah.
Garba is be hot all across the country. So yeah, I think festive season truly and spiritedly on at this juncture. So consumer discretionary as a theme, as I've always said, is going to do very, very well in the Indian context, not just for the next year or two, or the next decade as well. What we probably like are a couple of stocks which we have kept on our radar, Sakshi. One is JSW Infrastructure. We are mapping these stocks from a key pivot level because at market swing we watch both the fundamentals as well as entry points. So I think 355, 360 for JSW Infra is something that those levels that we are wanting and expecting if the stock reaches can create huge momentum. Um, Beautiful story. 170 MTPA is their capacity. They're expecting to increase their capacity 2.5 times to 400 MTPA, both in terms of greenfield and brownfield expansion across their ports over the next 5 to 6 years. And therefore, by FY30, their expectation is to reach 400 MTPA. Cash-rich balance sheet at this juncture, almost 200 crores in terms of cash. The capex that will happen for these expansions are expected to happen in a very, very calibrated manner. And therefore, expectations in terms of how the cargo load is also expected to carry around. A large part of their business was heavy lifting by JSW almost a few quarters back, which was almost 65, 70 odd percent. That's become almost 50%. So third-party volumes have started aiding the overall volume growth itself. Their presence both on the western and the eastern ports are going to have a huge say as far as numbers are concerned. Uh, Expecting decent amount of growth, top line growth in double digits, expecting margins to actually improve going forward as well. And with the balance sheet health, along with the entire story in terms of mechanization of ports, which again is a very, very interesting macro fact. You've got almost 12 major ports, 200 minor ports in India, which have a capacity of almost 5,600 odd MTPA. Out of that, 12 major ports have a carrying capacity of 4,500 MTPA. So, to that extent, these smaller ports are good targets for acquisition where some element of capex done and you can actually increase the capacity. You can utilize them efficiently enough to increase your presence in terms of the overall trade as well. So I think this is one interesting bet that we are probably looking at in terms of our watch list. Another one is Subros, where our belief is that from 1st October, where AC cables and AC systems in trucks and MHCV vehicles will get mandatory, is going to have a huge impact. They already have a market leadership position. Localization has improved significantly. They're now almost 80 to 85% in terms of localization, which reduces their overall impact on margins. And therefore, margin improvement is a given for a company like Subros. So the other element, obviously, is also the electric vehicle. And they're foraying big time into that, where the content per vehicle or the content pack might actually increase with 50,000 to a lakh of rupees, which will also aid not just volumes, top line growth with better margins, creating huge amount of operating leverage. Very, very strong balance sheet, strong pedigree as far as the management is concerned. And therefore, the ROEs that we target 17.5% at markets with India, the company is probably ensuring that it not just fulfills it, but quantifies and quadruples, I mean, and it multiplies and amplifies it as we head into the next few quarters. So I think these couple of stocks probably look interesting to us at this.